Hi, and welcome back to Crackin' Crafting. Today we've got this gorgeous little project, and it's using the Dashing Deer stamp set and Winter Woods. Both of these stamp sets were carryovers from last year. Dashing Deer I used previously, absolutely love it. Winter Woods I didn't purchase last year and I regretted it, so I made sure when it carried over to purchase it this time, and it is fantastic. So these are the two stamp sets in question, Dashing Deer, Winter Woods. They both come, you can purchase, I should say, coordinating dies for them both. I keep my dies just in the box along with the stamp set, it's handier. And whenever I see a stamp set and it comes with coordinating dies, I always buy them, because once I don't, I regret. And the same goes for my classmates and customers. The experience is that if you buy the stamp set and don't buy the dies, you end up regretting it later. So these are the two that we're working with today. You'll see stamps missing out of them because I have class projects made up for tonight's in-person class. So Dashing Deer and Winter Woods are the stamp sets of today. This is the project, and the technique I'm going to show you is how to get this beautiful glitter effect on the trees using dazzling diamonds. Now this is the first video as part of my 12 Weeks of Christmas series. I cannot believe I'm talking about 12 weeks of Christmas already. But anyhow, this is part one of 3 different techniques I'm going to show you. And so make sure to watch out for those also. Now, at this point, I would say if you're watching this video from YouTube, then pause it right here now. Go to the Show More section just under this video and click on the blog link and go straight to the blog, because the blog will have so much more information for you on there in relation to the project. So let's get started. So what I'm going to be doing today is creating one of these little technique cards. These are little cards I make up for my class members and for myself. If you're a person that gives your cards away, which is, I guess, what we should do. It's very hard to do, but if you give your cards away and then you can't remember the technique or what they look like, we have this card. So I make up a little card of the technique. I put the details on how to do it on the back, and I have one of Stampin' Up's albums, and I slip them into these little sleeves, and then I always have something to refer back to for inspiration and for guidance on how to do the technique. So as I said, we're going to learn this today, and if you're over on my blog by now, you will already have found the details for the rest of the card and how to do that. So let's actually get started with the project. Okay, so for this project I will use my Stamparatus. This really is the best way to do it. You can use your normal standard blocks, and I'll leave the block sizes on the blog details, but for this I'm using the Stamparatus. It means if I don't feel that the trees have come out white enough, I can re-stamp them with this Stamparatus stamp positioner and know that it will be in the perfect position. I'm using Craft Whisper White ink, and you can purchase refills for these. And if you're doing this technique, I would advise you to make sure that your craft stamping pad is well inked. So simple as this. I already have the stamp in position on the Stamparatus plate. I'm going to open the white ink pad. This is craft ink, as I said. It doesn't dry very well. It's a very sticky ink. It really does need to be heat set. So but it is perfect for this because it's a sticky ink. It's going to hold the adhesive for the purpose of our project today. So I've got my card piece positioned in the Stamparatus. The stamp is inked up. I give it a bit of a press down, and let's see. Oh, I've actually got wee bits here. You don't want that on it, so I've overstamped it, as you can see here, but for the purpose of this illustration, that will be fine. I'm going to ink it up again because it's not as white as I would like it, which again is why I'm using the Stamparatus. Sorry about all the rattling there, being a bit noisy. Yes, that's much better. I might even give it one more go, and then that will be that bit done. Yes, I'm going to take these wee white bits off later, so don't worry about those. Close that up. Now I'm going to take this off the Stamparatus platform. Get that out of the way. So the first thing I'm going to do, that ink is nice and sticky. I'll bring in my heat and stick powder. Now Stampin' Up used to sell this, they no longer do unfortunately, but you can still purchase it. And I'll put the link on my blog for you. So you give this a good coating of the heat and stick powder. Now normally I would have used my embossing buddy on this cardstock first. Unfortunately, my embossing buddy has gone missing. The last time I seen it was at one of my classes, and I've not been able to find it since. So okay, so that's that done. What I'm going to do is bring in the heat tool. So I'll obviously turn the sound down for you, but I'm going to put the heat onto this. That will activate the adhesive. As soon as the adhesive is activated, I will quickly put the glitter onto it. Once the glitter's onto it, I then bring the heat tool back and reactivate the adhesive so that the glitter will stick to it. So just give us a second to do this. Oops. Now we apply plenty of the Dazzling Diamonds over it. Keeping it in these containers means I can throw plenty on it but not waste any because it goes straight back into the container. Tap that off, get it off my nails. Okay, lovely. Now we'll bring the heat tool back in again, so I'll turn the sound off. Okay, that's the glitter set onto the card, so give it a wee second to cool. And I'm using an old soft makeup brush just to take the excess glitter off. Now, as I say, this is just for my technique cards, my samples. The full card instructions is on the blog. I need to take these white pieces off, but that's grand. And that just leaves me to stick this down onto the back of my technique card. I'll hold on my glue straight up a bit. There we go. I've got the instructions on the back. Pop this on and that will go into my folder for future reference. So I hope you've enjoyed that today. As I say, there's a couple more techniques I'm going to show you using the glitter. Christmas cards, perfect time to use glitter, and I just love it. You're going to love these next coming projects as well, so be sure to tune in then. Bye bye for now.